magical in New York? Was that something that was fun for you?
Well, when I moved to New York City, I moved from Miami, and I lived in Miami for 5 years. And before I moved to Miami, I was living in New York for 10. And during that time in New York, I always had an agent. And I started from like the bottom and worked my way to the point where I was working on a regular basis. And when I moved to Miami, it was to expand my business, the move was very good for me, and I signed on with Ford artists, and that was an incredible process. And the way that happened basically was I walked in, I dropped my book, and I thanked them. And I prayed before I went to court. But the fact of the matter is if you want it, you're going to get it. The best part about wanting it is learning how to get it. And when I moved to New York, it wasn't as easy as it was in Miami. Miami is a much more consolidated market, so there's not a lot of competition out there. New York, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people coming into the city every day from all over the world that want exactly what we do. And that's to be working, and to be recognized and respected for what we do. When I moved to New York in June of last year, when I moved back here, I met with everybody I could. And to get in the door, it wasn't easy. You know, I called a lot of people that were representing, I asked them to meet their agents. And I met with the best, I met with newcomers, I met with everybody in between. And I got a lot of no's. And I got a lot of people that didn't believe that I was capable, and that was something that struck me as odd, and it hurt me because I knew what I was capable of, and I knew how badly I wanted it. So I went on my own, and I hustled every day. I picked up the phone, I called everybody. I kept all the agents that I connected with a year ago in the loop. I reminded them of what I was doing on a daily basis. I started blogging, I started Twittering, I started doing Facebook. And these outlets have helped me tremendously, but I think the one thing that worked best for me was never stopping or giving up. So, if you want it, pick up the phone, call. You have a question, ask it. What's the worst that can happen? When I went back to, and you know what, honestly, I didn't think I was going to ever get represented after my first time around. I didn't feel like, you know, perhaps I was good enough yet. And I kept working really hard. And just in the past couple months, I started feeling a little bit drained because I've been booking everything on my own and promoting myself and reaching out on my own. And I felt like, you know, the negotiation aspect of what we do is like, it's a lot for me, and I didn't feel like I was compensated sometimes, and you know, I didn't know how to work with numbers at times, and I needed the help, and so I reached back out to the agencies, and I got invited back, and this time around, with all the experience that I have in New York, and all of the paper that took up table space, tear sheets, write-ups, beauty editing, all these different aspects that were taking up the table opened up these agents' eyes. And this time around, I had options. Like, many options. Agents that their eyes were getting big, and all of a sudden they were interested in what I was doing, and who I was working with, and what I could bring to the table, and what we could do together, and contracts, and TV, and all these different aspects that a year ago were not in my vocabulary.